Yes, sir.
You have anything you want to say to the crowd?
I want to say I'm really looking forward to continuing this awesome ride with RMBL and looking forward to taking on new challenges on this trail.
That's good. I was hoping you'd say something profound because there's going to be 2 or 3 people watching this.
All right, it's Saturday morning, and spring apparently is over in St. George, Utah, because it's going to be 87 degrees today. So Mike and this is Mike. I don't think you guys have met Mike yet. Mike on Instagram, check him out on Fun Life on 2 Wheels. He spends most of his time on 1 wheel though. Dude is sick at manualing. I think so. I mean, I hear him all the time behind me, but I assume that he's doing it. But anyway, so we're riding Cedar City today, and this is the secret spot that we like to go to when it gets too hot to ride. And there's a red light right here. I'm going to stop for this, and then we're going. But this is where we like to ride when it's too hot to ride in St. George. So the Southview trail system, it's usually about 10 or 15 degrees cooler. You have that nice feel this morning, that 55-degree crisp feel, but you know it's going to be 75 by the time we're done riding, so it's going to be about the perfect day. So this is somewhat of a redemption ride for me. If you remember, about a year ago, I crashed going around a corner with 16 stitches in my knee, and I believe that's probably the turning point for me in my riding. That's when I started to get serious about learning how to turn, particularly flat turns, particularly cornering. And this is the crash that really made me a better rider. So redemption, again, Mike, Fun Life on 2 Wheels, and me. Come right along. It's gonna be fun, I promise.
Just like any normal morning, trying to beat the heat, we head up to a trail called Lava Flow, which is in Cedar City, Utah, which gave us some nice relief. In fact, it was 58 degrees to start the morning versus 78 degrees back home. And I'm just practicing on my berms today, trying to figure out how to get in and out of these without touching the brakes. It's one of the things that my goal is for 2020, and I feel like I'm making some pretty good improvement. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this happens. That's gonna leave a mark. Yep, it did leave a mark, and actually destroyed my knee pads. Gave me 6 stitches inside, 11 stitches externally, but I'm good to go now.
Yeah, so we're here, Cedar City, Southview Trails. 2 Yetis today. So we're gonna dominate the trails, I would imagine. Unless there's some other Yetis out here that actually have good riders. But should be fun. Based on some recommendations from some friends recently, I've gone up from 24 to about 26 psi on the rear. Last thing I want to do is destroy this carbon.
Looking forward to it. Ooh, I'm ready. Really practice.
Forgot my camera. Come along and ride with us today. And this will be first look for all these trails from Mike. He's never been here before, but it's the Southview trailhead, and the weather feels perfect. You ready to ride, Mike?
I'm ready.
Woohoo! Here we go.
The plan is simple. Cross country this trail right here, which is called Turnpike. It leads us to Elevate, which takes us to Blackoff. We'll finish that up. We'll come back to the car, grab some lunch, and then we're going to go ride Lava Flow and liken it to get my redemption.
Trail is loose today, but hey, kind of what we expected.
It's cool to be up here in the junipers riding on Turnpike, which is more of a cross-country trail, something we wanted to warm up on before we hit the bigger stuff. One of the cool things that the trail builders did here in Cedar City is they put obstacles like this just off the side of the trail. Everything is ride aroundable, but it's also fun to challenge yourself. Now, I've ridden by this a couple times, and I've never tried it. Today was the first time I tried it. You can see that I made it. Now we're going to try and get Mike over it, and I'm going to see if I can do it again.
Tell me when you're ready.
All right.
Okay, so we got a little, I wouldn't say sketchy, but I don't know, it's technical. Up and over here, and then this part right here. Woo! Man,
I did it once already. But you have to maintain some speed here, Mike. And crazy thing is, it feels like
It wants to take you off the...
it wants to take you off this,
Yeah.
and you gotta make that turn. But let's give it another shot. All right, take two. It's always fun to challenge yourself on stuff like this. You just roll the whole thing. It catches you. It catches you better than I thought it would.
You got right here.
Just roll it. That's gonna keep you up.
Okay. Right there.
So this is kind of out of both our comfort zones. We don't do things that you can get hurt on too often. But what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, pain's temporary. Both of us have been working on our mental battles, overcoming them. And just by practicing little things like this, actually will help that. So with some encouraging words, keep going, pedal to turn left. There you go, you got it, yeah! Nicely done, Mike. Fear number one, conquered. How'd it feel?
Feels great.
Woo-hoo! Extreme close-up, yeah! Nicely done.
Okay, so you're on this trail for about 3.8 miles and eventually leads to a little fork in the road. On the left, you'll have one that says elevate. That's the one you want to take. It's another mile of climbing to the top of Black Ops. Is the reason why we're on this trail. The plan for the day is to do these two, get back to the car, take a quick snack break, and then run up and do one of my favorites, which is lava flow, and that's where I'm trying to get redemption.
Okay, so we're gotta be getting near the top of elevate. Yeah, here we go. I see some signage. That's what we're after. Right here, Black Ops. So you can see it's a blue trail. All right.
So I've hit this before. After this first berm, there's actually a rock drop that I've never hit before. Today I'm going to do it. Again, it's about overcoming fears. Wasn't that impressive? But I did it. And Mike followed right behind me.
I'm gonna hit that one again. I hit it, but I was way too slow.
That berm was loose.
Yeah, I slowed down way too much, so mine's gonna look really sloppy.
We hit it,
I hit it, but
which was kind of scary, but we did it.
yours was way better.
We're gonna go back and try and get some more speed out of that berm to hit this little drop right here. You can see I probably landed, I don't know, here.
That's probably me.
And Mike, you probably landed there,
Yeah,
I think.
probably landed right there, the smaller one.
So, got all kinds of transition
Yeah, way more.
in front of us.
Some more speed.
We just need, more speed.
More speed.
Yeah, I know. Not very impressive, but at least I did it, and I'm overcoming fears one at a time. The problem with this little jump right here is the fact that that berm is so loose coming in, it's hard to maintain speed. But here's the rest of Black Ops.
Little chunk there.
Okay, I'm enjoying a mellow ride, doing a little bit of chunk, and then I hear a pedal strike.
That was a big pedal strike.
Or was it? When I went back and looked at the film, there was no rock there. But it definitely felt like a pedal strike, and it sounded like one.
You with me? Oh boy.
And then there was that noise that you never want to hear. Chain all
Dude, I
bound up.
Broke my
Look at
derailleur or
this.
something.
You hit it and knocked the chain off?
Oh yeah, it's, what's up with this thing? Come on. It is like I broke my chain. Yeah, it's not tracking. Look at that.
Oh, it twisted.
Might be the end of our fun.
I can't tell. This looks like maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe we take it apart and then try and hammer it back together. Whew. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this. Mike, have you ever seen this?
I have never seen anything like this.
Yeah, so what happened is simply just riding down the trail and some rock jumped out of nowhere. And look what it did to my chain. So here's the normal straightness, and then it goes this way and that way. So it almost,
Yeah, look at
I mean,
that.
it is pretty beat up. And then you can see here how bent the actual linkage is between them. So we're going to try a bush fix, like if we were on Gold Rush, Alaska, and our excavator broke down and we needed to fix something. This is how you do it. Hopefully it'll work. So Mike's plan is to use tools. My bush fix would have been a rock,
Can we
because we have a nice flat surface right
torque
here.
it?
Let's see.
Like with these
Yeah,
things?
you didn't bring a hammer?
No, I didn't bring my hammer. Forgot the hammer.
Who rides without a hammer?
Right, I know.
We're probably just going to get tons of negative feedback, a lot of hate.
Oh,
Can't believe you don't ride with a hammer.
Exactly.
But I'm all about weight, and I used to carry a sledgehammer in my bag, but mostly to sanitize the trail and break down the rocks, just make it easier for me. But now that I've improved my riding, I don't need that as much.
So what do you think, Jason, if we here?
Right,
Like,
right here, yeah. I mean, if a rock broke it, a rock should be able to fix it.
Huh.
Did I do anything?
I don't know. Doesn't feel like we're doing much. Let's see. So if it's supposed to be flat like that.
Yeah, hold it right there. I don't recommend this at home. At home, I would actually recommend just getting a new chain.
What if we shortened it and used like 3 power links? Can we do that?
Yeah, let's try that.
Take out a couple of pieces and then,
Again, we're going to go toward tools versus rocks.
I mean, I don't know.
All right.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so after about 2.5 hours, felt like we were able to use the tools versus the hammers. Here's what we have left over. Here's a few extra parts, but there's what the chain was looking like. It's no good. So we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full links. We did manage to get back together. I don't have a lot of gears to get back, but it's mostly downhill except for the uphill parts, so we should be good. Okay, so we are about 5 links down, and good news is it's downhill from here. And I'll try not to hit any more rocks with my chain. What's left of it.
All right, thanks for sticking around this long. Here is the rest of the trail known as Black Ops. We are not going to be able to ride all the way over and do what we had intended, which was get redemption today on lava flow. That will be another day. So next video will probably be a redemption to the redemption video, because I need redemption after that chain break. Thanks for watching. Quick reminder, get off the couch, get out and ride.
Should have told Mike if the jumps were coming. Whew. That's a workout. And that is the end of it.
RMBL, riding my best life.